Sonali, we are live now. You can start.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to this webinar called Fibonacci Retracement Indicator, in which we are going to learn to navigate tops and bottoms of the market like a pro. Okay, so we will wait for 1 more minute for more people to join. But by that time, some of you can let me know if you all understand what is Fibonacci retracement indicator. आप लोग ने कभी यूज किया है या फिर आप रेगुलरली यूज करते हैं या फिर आपने सुना ही नहीं है इस इंडिकेटर के बारे में. So let me just know what is the level of understanding that you all have, or any specific thing that you want to understand basis on this particular indicator. Okay, so Mr. Mehta has posted that tried using but couldn't understand. Yes, so this is a typical problem with this indicator. It's a bit complicated to plot, basically, not to understand. So I will let you all know how do we plot it and how do we infer the understanding based on the levels that we get. Okay. Okay. Some of the people do not have any idea. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so I've got so many responses. Thank you so much for that. So I'll introduce myself first. I'm Sonali Palande. I'm a derivative product strategist at HDFC Securities, and I will be talking about this particular topic today. I'm going to keep the languages mix, Hindi और English mix रखेंगे तो सबके लिए easy रहेगा. Okay, so basically first thing. अभी हम लोग ने निफ्टी में या फिर ओवरऑल मार्केट में हमने काफी मैग्निफिसेंट रैली देखी है, राइट? वी हैव सीन अ ग्रेट रैली इन ऑल ऑफ द इंडाइसेस, इन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टॉक्स, करेक्ट? बट from last few days now there is a little bit of profit booking. Okay, so let's say that you have missed a rally, you have not taken entry into that whole long rally, that suppose we are talking about nifty, so you have missed it. Okay, you could not take entry. Now there is a profit booking, but now because the fall is so fast, probably you are not comfortable to go long, right? In any of the entity, this can happen in any stock or in in any index. So at such time, how do you decide when to take entry, or should we take entry at all or not? Such kind of dilemmas can happen in the market, right? So in the same scenario, this particular indicator called Fibonacci retracement is going to help us. ओके, सो जब भी आपको ऐसा लगता है कि कोई भी एंटिटी में बहुत बड़ा ट्रेंड आ गया, अब आपको उसमें एंट्री लेते नहीं बना, या फिर आपका कोई ट्रेड है उसमें आपको जानना है कि आपको कहाँ पे स्टॉप लॉस प्लेस करना चाहिए या फिर कहाँ पे टारगेट रखना चाहिए, all of those levels we can get from Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so we will learn that in this webinar. So let's take it forward. Before that, I'll read a standard disclaimer. The content and explanation shared in this webinar are only for information and educational purpose. Stock market trading investments are subject to market risk. Please consult your financial advisor before making financial decisions. Now, let's learn a little bit about Fibonacci. So ये कहाँ से आया, इसको फिबोनाची क्यों बोलते हैं, ज्यादा रेलेवेंट नहीं है हमारे लिए, बट थोड़ा बहुत जानना is always nice. Okay, so this was invented by a mathematician जिनका nickname था Fibonacci. That's why we call it Fibonacci numbers. Okay, and it was identified in 13th century, but stock market में ये काफी recently इसका implementation चालू हुआ है. Okay, so these numbers are basically most natural numbers that he called it. Okay, नाउ ये नंबर्स हमें मिलते कहाँ से है? ओके, जो भी फिबोनाची नंबर्स है 1, 3, 5, पूरा वो सीक्वेंस है, फिबोनाची सीक्वेंस है, ये हमें मिलता कैसे है? एक थोड़ा सा लॉजिक हम लोग देखेंगे, बहुत ज्यादा डीप में हम लोग नहीं जाने वाले हैं, बट हम लोग थोड़ा सा इसका हिस्ट्री देखेंगे और फिर इसका प्रैक्टिकल इंप्लीमेंटेशन देखेंगे. ओके, सो नंबर्स कहाँ से मिलते हैं? इसके मोस्ट बेसिक मोस्ट नेचुरल नंबर्स कौन से हैं? 0 and 1. ओके, सो बेसिस ऑन दिस नंबर्स वी आर गोइंग टू गेट अ सीक्वेंस. सो हाउ डू वी गेट इट? 0 + 1. नाउ द नेक्स्ट नंबर कम्स एज 1. ओके, सो इसको हम लोग ये लास्ट 2 नंबर्स को ऐड करते जाएंगे. 1 + 1 2. सो नाउ वी गॉट नेक्स्ट नंबर एज 2. सो नाउ हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द नेक्स्ट नंबर? 1 + 2 3. Okay, 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 5, 8. So this is how we get this sequence. Okay, so this is called as Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so basis on this, we also get some golden ratios. So whenever we look at the Fibonacci retracement levels, okay, so those levels or those percentages are nothing but the golden ratios. Okay, now how do we get those golden ratios? अगर आप ये सीक्वेंस का ये जो पूरा नंबर का लाइन देखेंगे, इसमें कोई भी दो नंबर आप देखते हैं, उस एक राइट साइड वाले नंबर को लेफ्ट वाले नंबर से अगर आप डिवाइड करोगे, यू विल गेट 61.8%. ओके, इसको जैसे ही आप इधर तरफ मूव करोगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू इंक्लूड 144, okay, 144 divided by 55 if you take, it will be 0.38 or 38%. So like that we get the golden ratios. All right, now that was, let's not go into more technicalities of how do we get those numbers and all of that, because we get it रेडिली इनटू द इंडिकेटर. जब भी हम इंडिकेटर यूज करने वाले हैं, ये सारे लेवल्स हमें रेडिली मिलने वाले. ओके, सो मेन पॉइंट पे आते हैं कि फिबोनाची रेशियोज हमें स्टॉक मार्केट में कैसे हेल्पफुल है, या फिर हमें कहाँ पे इसका यूज होता है. Okay, so first thing, Fibonacci retracement levels are horizontal lines that indicate the possible location of support and resistances. So first thing क्या मिलती है हमें कि पॉसिबल सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस लेवल्स मिलते हैं. ओके, क्योंकि हमारे ये जो, अगर आपने फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट कभी प्लॉट किया होगा चार्ट पर, तो आपको पता होगा कि कुछ लाइंस आते हैं. जब भी आप चार्ट पे प्लॉट करते हैं, whenever you plot it on the chart, you get certain levels, and those levels are marked with certain numbers as well. Okay, so those numbers are nothing but the golden ratios. But what are those levels? Those levels are support, possible support and resistance levels. Okay, now when are they going to be supports and when are we going to be the resistances? We will see that. Okay, next is each level is associated with one of the above ratios or percentages. We have seen that. It shows how much of a prior move the price has retraced. Now, whenever any trend is going to take place, let's say Nifty का ये जो पूरा uptrend आया है, okay, I'm talking about a positional uptrend जो बिल्कुल 21,800 से start हुआ. Okay, right now the top we have seen 26,000 plus level. Okay, now ये जो हमें रैली मिली, ये कोई एक दिन में या फिर एक कैंडल में नहीं आई. करेक्ट, थोड़ा बहुत प्राइस ऊपर गया, फिर थोड़ा सा प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आया, फिर again the trend continued on the upward side, then the little bit of profit booking came, but there was no big correction. The overall trend continued, right? But to continue that trend, it is always healthy to have some kind of profit booking, right? Time to time profit booking आना भी जरूरी होता है to have that healthy trend. Otherwise, अगर एक कैंडल में कोई अगर मूव आता है, तो वो ना सेलर को कॉन्फिडेंस आता है कि कहाँ पे सेल करेंगे, ना बायर्स को कॉन्फिडेंस आता है कि कहाँ पे एंट्री ले सकते हैं. इसीलिए जब भी हेल्दी ट्रेंड होता है, अगर आप उसमें देखोगे लॉन्ग टर्म जो ट्रेंड होता है, अगर उसमें आप देखेंगे, तो जो भी प्राइस का मोमेंटम आता है ना, उसमें प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा, थोड़ा सा प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आएगा, फिर वापस से ट्रेंड कंटिन्यूएशन होगा. इस हिसाब से जिगजैग वे में होता है. ओके, सो तो जब ये प्रॉफिट बुकिंग होता है, तो वो प्रॉफिट बुकिंग इज नथिंग बट द रिट्रेसमेंट. ओके, वो जो प्राइस का जो मूवमेंट होता है, उसको रिट्रेसमेंट बोलते हैं. कोई भी ट्रेंड है, उसमें से थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आ गया, डाउनवर्ड्स ट्रेंड या अपवर्ड्स ट्रेंड, कोई भी ट्रेंड है, उसमें थोड़ा बहुत अगर प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आ गया, तो उसको हम लोग रिट्रेसमेंट बोलते हैं. तो रिट्रेसमेंट्स आर ऑलवेज गुड टू टेक द एंट्रीज टू दैट ट्रेंड. ओके, तो लेकिन जब भी रिट्रेसमेंट आता है, हमें ये कैसे पता चलेगा कि रिट्रेसमेंट आया है या वो ट्रेंड ही रिवर्स हो गया? ये भी तो हो सकता है ना कभी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अभी निफ्टी इज करेक्टिंग, okay, or there is a profit booking in Nifty, but how can we surely say that it is just a profit booking and it is not the trend reversal? Will you be sure to say that? No, right? So to confirm such things, or to decide entry into existing trend, or to understand if there is a reversal, we need something solid, right? We need some logic behind that. So that logic we are going to get from Fibonacci retracement. Okay, Now, the last point is the direction of the previous trend is likely to continue. However, the price of the asset usually retraces to one of the ratios listed above before that happens. So, ये हम लोग और डिटेल में चार्ट पे देखेंगे कि कैसे ये जो लेवल्स होते हैं, ये जो रेशोज वाले जो लेवल्स आते हैं, उस लेवल तक कैसे रिट्रेसमेंट हमें देखने को मिलता है. ओके, वी विल सी दैट. Now, we have seen how do we use the Fibonacci retracement, support and resistance levels. Based on this, we can also derive the stop loss. We can also derive the target, where should we book the existing trade and all of that. And also the very important point is that deciding an entry in all-time high zone. Okay, so for example, if some entity is entering into all-time high zone, okay, for example, Nifty. So Nifty was trading sometime at the all-time high level, and there was no, if you want to draw any lines in the chart, you will never know what is the next resistance, right? If you go only by chart, if you go by data, you will probably have some clue. But if you only go by chart, you will never be understand what is the next resistance, because there are no previous levels at that high level, correct? Because it is trading at all-time high. So in this condition as well, the Fibonacci retracement levels can help you to understand the levels even above the all-time high zone. Okay, so this indicator is very helpful whenever we are trading at all-time high levels, or whenever we are trading at the potential bottoms of the market. Okay, so that's a very good indicator. Now, where do we find a Fibonacci retracement indicator? So this screenshot I've taken from TradingView chart, okay? But if you're using Chart IQ chart, the Fibonacci retracement is also available in that chart as well. So Chart IQ, TradingView, both charts will have the Fibonacci retracement indicator, okay? So whenever you're going to see in this charting tools, if you click on this particular icon, you will find first Fibonacci retracement. Okay. Now, how do we draw the Fibonacci retracement? Now, this is the most important part of analyzing or talking about Fibonacci retracement, because if you miss how to draw Fibonacci retracement, the whole results are going to be tossed into air. So this is a very important part. Now, let's say that ये आप मत देखो, okay? Even do not focus on which entities chart this is, okay? Even do not focus on the time frame, nothing. Right now, just understand how do we, so how do we plot it, okay? So first thing, what we have to understand, if there is a uptrend, we have to draw it upwards, okay? If there is a downtrend, we have to draw it downwards, okay? मैं आपको live भी दिखा दूंगी. Once we finish the PPT, we will also go on the live chart and we will also plot the indicator, okay? So right now, this is a visible uptrend, correct? Now, just ignore all of this price action, okay? After that, just imagine that the price has started from this point and till this point it has traded, and now here we are standing. This is the present time and there is some profit booking. Now you want to decide, or you want to understand if you can take a long entry in this particular entity or not. Okay, because now this has seen a little bit of profit booking and some, somewhere you have to enter. So you want to decide if this can be a level where you can enter or not. So how do you plot? So this part, right from this green candle to the end, you have to, ignore. Okay, just focus on this part. So how do we, draw it? Okay, we have to start from here and we have to extend it till here, and then we can extend on the right hand side. So just understand here that for the uptrend, if there is a visible uptrend and you want to take entry into a long trade, okay, then the drawing should be upwards. Okay, if there is a visible downtrend and you want to take entry into a short trade, okay, the drawing should be downwards. Okay, that's the first logic. So I had got so many queries earlier from many of the clients that how do we draw it? We do not know how do we draw it. Okay, so this is the first logic, upwards and downwards, respective to the trend. Okay, now this is the same drawing. Okay, this is the same chart. Now, what did I do? I chose Fibonacci retracement and I started from this point because this is where the trend started. Okay, you have to start where the recent trend started and the top of it. Okay, not to the current point. So, यहाँ पे this is the current point of our chart. All right, but the top is this. So what we have to do, we have to connect the start of the trend and the top of it. Or if this was a downtrend, it would have been the start of the downtrend, which means a top. Let's say that ये है अपना, okay? यहाँ पे हमें ड्रॉ करना है, ये डाउन ट्रेंड है. तो डाउन ट्रेंड में मैं कैसे ड्रॉ करती, यहाँ से स्टार्ट पॉइंट लेती और ये हमारा लोवेस्ट पॉइंट है, यहाँ तक उसको एक्सटेंड करती. ओके, so this is how we draw. So for the uptrend, now we are seeing this uptrend. I started from here. I took the last point to this particular point where where there is a highest point of the current trend, and then I extended this particular line to the present time. Okay. Now, if you can see what we have seen over here. Is my screen visible? Can some of you confirm? Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. Thank you for confirming. So, see, we have drawn this Fibonacci retracement indicator. Now, if you can see, we are seeing some numbers over here, 0.78, 0.61, 0.5, 0.38, 0.20, right? So these are the golden ratios. Now, based on this, we can actually understand if the trend is going to be continued or if there is a reversal. Okay. Now, what we needed to do, why did we draw this particular indicator over here? Because we wanted to decide if we can enter over here into the long trade or not. क्योंकि यहाँ तक ट्रेंड ऑलरेडी ऊपर तक गया था, यहाँ से प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आई. अब यहाँ पे हमें सोचना है कि ये लॉन्ग एंट्री हो सकती है कि नहीं हो सकती है. सो फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, is there any hard and fast rule ke above certain level the trend is going to be continued or below certain level there is going to be a reversal? Is there any rule? Yes. So the most important the most important level is 0.61. Okay, so if let's say this is a this is an uptrend. Okay, so in the uptrend, whenever the price is coming down, it has to stay above this 0.61 level. Okay, then only there is a possibility of continuation of the trend. All right, if this comes below 0.61 level, then it means that it can be a reversal of the trend. Okay, so we have to make sure that we focus upon this level, 0.618. Okay, this is the most crucial level. Now, second point, whenever we are going to look at the uptrend, we are going to observe that on every level, the price is going to find support. Okay, so if you can see over here, whenever there was the highest point in this uptrend, after that, when the profit booking came, it has taken a support at 0.236 level. Okay, so at this first level, it took a support and then again the uptrend continued. So if you had plotted this particular indicator at this level and if you had taken entry, then it would have still been a good trade. Okay. Now, next time, if you can see over here and here, all 3 points or even all 4 points, the price is taking support at the golden ratios. Okay. So whenever the trend is going to be continued, so whenever it came down, took support on the levels that we have plotted, and again it continued the uptrend. Okay, now we have to just make sure that whenever the trend is going to be continued, it has to take support on the levels above 0.618. Okay, so that's the crucial point. If that is if it is breaking below that level, or if there is a downtrend and if it is breaking above 0.618, then it can be a clear reversal of the trend. Okay, I think there is some disturbance in this thing, my connection, so I'm just keeping the video off so that it will be better for all of you. Okay, I hope it is better now. So we have seen the continuation. Now in the continuation, what we have to what we have to focus is that the level or the price is above 0.618 and it is taking support on our golden ratios. Okay, so here if we have to take entry, okay, or let's say that we got this particular price over here near to 0.618, okay, after the confirmation. So confirmation is the next, this is the point when it is touching 0.618. But here in the live market, you will not be sure if it is going to be breaking the price below that level or it is going to take a reversal. So for that, we have to wait for the confirmation candle. Okay, so confirmation candle is next green candle. So ये green candle के बाद हम लोग इसमें actually entry ले सकते हैं long में. Okay, so इसके बाद हमारा स्टॉप लॉस कहाँ पे होना चाहिए लॉजिकली. स्टॉप लॉस हमारा ये जो सपोर्ट लेवल है, लास्ट सपोर्ट इनटू द अप ट्रेंड दैट वी हैव इज or it should be below 0.618 level, just below 0.618 level. अगर उसके नीचे ये प्राइस गया तो आपका there is a high possibility that it will be a reversal. Okay, so if you get entry near to 0.618 and if you observe that there is a confirmation candle for the reversal, then it is the best entry for the long trades. Okay, so that is how we can also use these levels to understand the entry points or the target points of the trade. All right, now we can also see what can be the reversal or how do we find the reversal on the charts. Okay, so this is also the Reliance Industries chart. Okay, and if you can see, यहाँ से यहाँ तक visible downtrend है. Okay, but जब भी ये प्राइस ने रिवर्सल लिया है, अब हमने अगर मान लो कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक फिबोनाची को प्लॉट कर लिया. Okay, because now the price is going upwards. Now we want to decide if we can take a short entry into this particular trade or it is going to take a reversal. Okay, right now we are not sure. Here we are not sure what is going to happen. Okay, so what is our important level? 0.618. So whenever price came near to this particular level, after that, this is a gap up opening right above 0.618 level. So this was a, clear-cut indication that this is a reversal. Okay, and after that, the downtrend finished and it, went into the long trade. I mean, the upwards trend. Okay, so this is how we can also see or we can also spot the reversal basis on this indicator. So we just have to make sure that we have to observe this level 0.618. If it is, right now, इसका continuation हम लोग कैसे observe करते? मान लो कि 0.618 तक ये प्राइस आ जाता और यहाँ से इसने वापस रेजिस्टेंस लेके नीचे आता. ओके, तो रेजिस्टेंस लेने के बाद this would have been a short entry. I mean, the entry into a short trade. Okay, so that is a potential एंट्री इनटू योर शॉर्ट ट्रेड. बट यहाँ पे क्या हुआ कि 0.618 के ऊपर इसने ब्रेकआउट ले लिया है. सो दिस इज अ पोटेंशियल रिवर्सल. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी वन मोर थिंग. सो जो मैंने आपको एग्जांपल बताया था कि शॉर्ट ट्रेड में हम लोग कब एंट्री कर सकते थे. सो दिस इज द सेम एग्जांपल. ओके, नाउ इफ यू कैन सी, this is a downwards trend. Okay, we have drawn the Fibonacci retracement from this point, start of the downtrend, okay, which is the top, and the lowest point of the downtrend that we have observed. Okay, so यहाँ से यहाँ तक ड्रॉ कर लिया. उसके बाद अब इसमें प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आ रही है, प्राइस ऊपर ऊपर जा रहा है. ओके, बट जब भी प्राइस यहाँ पे 0.618 पर आ जाता है, यहाँ पे हमें डिसाइड करना है कि इफ इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ रिवर्सल ऑफ दैट कंप्लीट ट्रेंड और इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ द शॉर्ट ट्रेंड. ओके, बट this is quite difficult. Honestly, this is quite difficult to gauge that into the live market. Correct? All of you should agree to this. अगर यहाँ पे मैं लाइव मार्केट में हूँ, मुझे नहीं पता है ये अगला क्या प्राइस मोमेंटम हुआ, तो इसमें मुझे शॉर्ट एंट्री लेना बहुत डिफिकल्ट होगा क्योंकि ऑलरेडी ये प्राइस अब ऊपर 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 जा रहा है. यहाँ पे मैं एकदम से डिसाइड करूंगी कि मुझे यहाँ पे शॉर्ट एंट्री लेनी है. दिस कैन बी अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट डिसीजन. सो हाउ कैन वी गेट हेल्प in such kind of situations. So we can have one more confirmation. So I have drawn this particular trend line. Trend line is nothing but a kind of support line. Okay, so अगर आप इसको इस प्राइस मोमेंटम को ऑब्जर्व करोगे, इस ट्रेंड लाइन के ऊपर जब भी ये प्राइस ऊपर जा रहा है तो ये ट्रेंड लाइन के ऊपर ये सपोर्ट ले रहा है, राइट? एंड देन वी आर गेटिंग 2 पॉइंट्स ओवर हियर. वन 0.618 का लेवल जहां पे इसने रेजिस्टेंस ले लिया है. ओके, बिकॉज इफ यू कैन सी यहाँ पे हमारा बेरिश एनगल्फिंग कैंडल भी बन गया है. ये पूरा जो ग्रीन कैंडल है प्रीवियस, उसको पूरा ये रेड कैंडल जिसने रेजिस्टेंस लिया जब प्राइस ने, उसने कवर अप कर लिया है. ओके, फर्स्ट इंडिकेशन. यहाँ पे भी हमें कंफर्मेशन कैंडल का वेट करना है. ओके, कंफर्मेशन कैंडल इज नेक्स्ट रेड कैंडल. ओके, सो दिस इज आवर कंफर्मेशन कैंडल. बट लाइव मार्केट में ये भी डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है डिसाइड करना कि यहाँ पे शॉर्ट एंट्री करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे. इसलिए हम लोग एक और इसमें फिल्टर डाल देंगे. फिल्टर क्या है? ट्रेंड लाइन. इफ यू सी एनी स्ट्रक्चर्स which can support the trend line or parallel channel or anything like that, you can draw that. So that can be a additional support to your decision making. So if you see this particular price is taking support on the trend line. So at this point the price has taken resistance. This is my confirmation candle. Also the price is breaking below the trend line as well. Okay, so this is a clear cut indication to me that this is a continuation of a trend, and we can enter into a short trade over here. So that's how it can help us to take entries. Or let's say that if we had entered into a long trade somewhere here, let's say that it was on some another indicators, if you had understood that this is the oversold zone, let's say based on RSI. बेस्ड ऑन आरएसआई आप लोग को समझ में आया कि ये ओवरसोल्ड जोन में आ गया. यहाँ पे एक पोटेंशियल लॉन्ग एंट्री हो सकती है. मान लो आपने यहाँ पे लॉन्ग एंट्री कर ली, अब यहाँ तक आपने होल्ड किया है. यहाँ पे मान लो कि आपको लग रहा है नहीं नहीं ये रिवर्सल, कंप्लीट ट्रेंड का रिवर्सल लेके ये और ऊपर जाएगा. अगर वैसा आप सोच के बैठते तो आपका पूरा प्रॉफिट इससे धुल जाता. बट अगर आप इसको आप ऑब्जर्व करते, ये जो हम लोग ने टच पॉइंट्स निकाले इसको ऑब्जर्व करते, तो दिस कुड हैव बीन अ क्लू फॉर यू टू बुक योर प्रॉफिट्स एट दिस वेरी लेवल. ओके, सो ये दोनों पॉइंट्स में आपको हेल्प करेगा. अगर आपको नया ट्रेड इनिशिएट करना है तब भी आपको हेल्पफुल होगा, या फिर आपके एग्जिस्टिंग ट्रेड्स में आपको अगर कहाँ पे स्टॉप लॉस रखना है, कहाँ पे टारगेट आपको बुक करना चाहिए, विच कैन बी अ पोटेंशियल चेंज ऑफ द ट्रेंड, और any such clues you will get based on this indicator. Okay, so this is about the how do we basically find the trades using the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to see this on live chart, because I will help you to understand how do we draw it. All right, so this is Nifty's chart. This is 1-day chart. So for all of your convenience, let's just see what is happening in Nifty. So this is the this was the previous biggest red candle, and after that the uptrend is continued. Okay, so we are going to start from here. I'm going to choose Fibonacci retracement indicator. So I'm going to start from start of the long trade over here. Okay, and I'm going to take it till the end, I mean till the highest point of the trend. Okay, and I'm going to extend it to the right hand side. Okay, this is how I plotted. और आप लोग के इसके लिए मैं एक और बार दिखाती हूँ कैसे प्लॉट करना है. Okay, I chose the Fibonacci retracement over here. Where am I starting? I am starting at the start of the uptrend. Okay, so इस बड़े कैंडल के बाद हमारा अप ट्रेंड यहाँ से कंटिन्यू हुआ. ये बड़े कैंडल ने ना प्रीवियस वाला जो पूरा ट्रेंड था उसको डिस्टर्ब कर दिया. ओके, तो अगर आप प्रीवियस कोई भी ट्रेड में हो, लॉन्ग ट्रेड में, शॉर्ट ट्रेड में, यहाँ पे आपका पोजीशन कटना ही था. ओके, सो दिस इज द स्टार्ट ऑफ द न्यू ट्रेंड. सो दिस इज द स्टार्ट ऑफ आवर न्यू अपवर्ड्स ट्रेंड. I am clicking first click at the start of the new trend. Okay, and I am taking to the highest point of the trend, and I am extending this to the right hand side. Okay, done. तो ये अपना प्लॉटिंग हो गया. अब अगर आप देखोगे कि प्राइस आज का जो हमारा क्लोजिंग है 24,981. ओके, अब इसको अगर आप देखेंगे तो ये हमारा आ रहा है 0.236 के नीचे, बट वी आर स्टिल अबाउ 0.382 एंड द इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज दैट अपना 0.618 का लेवल आ रहा है 23,518 पे, मतलब मोटा मोटी 23,500 के अराउंड. ओके, सो बेस्ड ऑन फिबोनाची इंडिकेटर this particular entity is still into the upwards trend only. This is nothing but a profit booking. This is not a trend reversal yet. Okay, I'm sharing this for only educational purpose. Okay, because we are talking about this indicator. I'm not giving any recommendation or anything like that. This is only for educational purpose. So based on the levels that we have seen, what it is indicating, that it is only profit booking and it is still into the upwards trend. Okay, also if you observe over here, while Nifty was going upwards, it has taken support on the golden ratios itself. Okay, now but if you observe over here, okay, this is a important candle. आज का जो कैंडल बना है, ओके, यहाँ पे इसका ब्रेकडाउन हुआ है. उसके बाद जो 0.236 का जो लेवल है, यहाँ पर इसने रेजिस्टेंस लिया है. ओके, इफ यू सी, जो टेल है वो ऊपर की तरफ बना है, बॉडी नीचे की तरफ है, इसका मतलब है कि ऊपर की तरफ से इसमें सेलिंग आ गया है. ओके, सो नाउ वी हैव टू ऑब्जर्व व्हाट हैपेंस ऑन द नेक्स्ट सपोर्ट लेवल विच इज 24,566. Okay, so now because it is taken resistance from this 25,200 level, there is a open space till 24,566. Okay, so this is how we can basically understand till what level there can be retracement. Okay, or uh, or what the price is exactly, how it is reacting to the levels that we have. Okay, so if the price has if it had come above this particular level and it was a green candle, then we could have said that, it can be a immediate continuation of a long trend. But right now, because we are seeing that there is a rejection at the golden ratio, right now it is difficult to say that it is a immediate continuation of a long trend. So right now we can say that there is a space till 24,500. So based on the levels that we are seeing, we have to be very cautious about long trades. Okay. Now, let's go on Insta Options. So all of you must be aware about the platform that we have, Insta Options, on HSL and on HDFC Sky as well. So let me just show you how do we log in into this particular platform for invest, right? So I have visited this www.hdfcsec.com, and here you can see this button, Insta Options. I'm clicking on this button. And here it will ask for the login ID and password. So you have to enter the same login ID and password that you have for InvestRight app or HDFC Securities account. Okay. So once you put your credentials over here, it will ask for the OTP. Okay. Once you put your OTP, you will be logged into this particular platform. So for HDFC Sky, let me tell you where do we get the entry of Insta Options. Okay. Yeah. So once we reach on www.hdfcsky.com, we have to click on these three lines here. Into tools and platforms, we have to open this drop down. We have to click on Open API. Okay. And here, if you click on Connected Apps, here you can find Insta Options. Okay. So if you click on Visit Now, you will be able to log in over here. This is the same login procedure that you follow for your HDFC Sky account. Okay, same login ID, password, same credentials. It will ask for the OTP and that you will be redirected to the platform that we have, Insta Options. Okay, so if you want, I can share the link for HDFC Sky users. Okay, because for HDFC Securities users, it is pretty much easy. But for Sky users, it is a little bit inside. So I'm sharing with you all. So those who are using HDFC Sky, this link is for you. Okay. I have posted into the chat box. Okay. For HDFC securities, some of you are asking. So I'm posting this link as well. Okay, so for both of you, both the categories, we have seen how do we log in into Insta Options. Okay, now we have come on this platform where we get, the trading view chart. All right, we get multiple watch list, we can place multi-leg orders and all of that. But right now, what we are going to see, we are going to see how do we plot the, Fibonacci retracement. And now what I'm going to do is that अभी तक हम लोग ने वन डे टाइम फ्रेम पे देखा, अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे, टाइम फ्रेम छोटा कर देंगे. ओके, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ यू वुड बी इंट्राडे ट्रेडर्स, राइट? तो इंट्राडे ट्रेडर्स वन डे के चार्ट पे फिबोनाची प्लॉट कर भी देंगे तो भी यूजफुल नहीं होगा ट्रेडिंग डिसीजन के लिए, राइट? प्रॉब्ली यू विल हैव आइडिया about a positional trend, but to take trading decisions in the intraday, you will have to have a smaller time frame. Okay, so for intraday, we can have a time frame of 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Both of these time frames are going to work well. Okay, if you're if you're only taking 2 or 3 trades in a day, then 15-minute time frame is good for you. Okay, if you're taking multiple small trades, then 5-minute time frame is going to work for you. Okay, so I hope I have answered to all of you who are asking about the time frame that is suitable for intraday. Okay, now in today's market, what has happened? This is today's market, right? We have we opened somewhere here near to, yeah, at this level we opened somewhere near to 51,000, and then it was a upwards momentum till 51,700, right? It was a nice rally. So it was totally possible that, now why did we see this volatility is because today at 10 o'clock we had RBI MPC policy, right? So that was live on the TV. The governor was talking live on the TV. So probably that was the reason of this volatility. Okay, the interest rates kept same. So probably that was the reason for this particular upwards momentum into Bank Nifty. But let's say that because you saw this particular upwards momentum and you entered somewhere into the long trade, गुड पॉसिबिलिटी यहाँ पे हो सकता है कि इतना अच्छा अपवर्ड्स मोमेंटम आया तो हो सकता है कि आपका लॉन्ग ट्रेड इसमें फंस गया हो, उसके बाद तो ये नीचे चला गया. लेट्स से दैट यू हैव स्टक इन अ लॉन्ग ट्रेड. हाउ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इफ इट इज गोइंग टू बी कंटिन्यूड और इफ इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ रिवर्सल? वो भी हेल्प हो सकती है आप लोग को अगर आपको जल्दी पता चलता है ट्रेड में कि ट्रेड ट्रेंड रिवर्स होने वाला है या फिर कंटिन्यू होने वाला है. इफ द ट्रेंड इज गोइंग टू बी कंटिन्यूड, इफ यू गेट अ स्लाइटेस्ट ऑफ द क्लू, you can still stay into that trade, right, rather than booking losses. But if you see that there is a there is a chance of reversal, you will probably book a smaller loss than booking the bigger loss later. Correct? So if you see over here, this is the start of the uptrend. Okay, I'm starting from here and I'm extending to this point, and wait. So I'm starting from this point and coming here and I'm extending to right hand side. Okay, so we will just confirm what happened in the whole day. So here I have plotted. Now what happened, if you can see, at 0.618 level, it has taken a breakdown. Okay, and it came down to the next two levels. So even after seeing this particular breakdown, if you had entered into a short trade, understanding that this is a breakdown into Bank Nifty, or this is a reversal of the intraday trend that we had seen in the morning, still how many points you would have got? So let's say that here it is breaking. This is a confirmation candle. Here, if you had entered 51,200, still we had got almost 300 points of momentum after that. Okay, so to initiate a new trend, new trade, still it was helpful. And if you stuck into the long trend in this particular volatility, here you would have understood that it is better to book loss, okay, rather than just waiting for some random level or just exhausting your capital, okay. So both ways we can understand, what can happen. So same thing, I'm just going to change the time frame to 15-minute now. Same thing you will see over here, okay. Time frame is not going to change the levels, all right. So this is how here you would have got the breakdown, okay. If you change the time frame, your entry points probably will change, all right, because the confirmation candle is coming over here. But if you change to 5-minute, you will get a small trade, okay, somewhere here. So this is how plotting the same indicator on different time frames is going to change the execution for your trend, but the understanding of the levels remains the same, okay. So choose your time frame based on how you execute the trades, or what, how long trade you want, or how many duration trade you want, that you have to decide. But the levels are going to be same for all of you. And this is how we can also decide which are the levels for continuation and which are the levels for reversal. So this example I have shown you on the today's chart itself. So this is the example. Other than that, if you want to see this particular platform, we get all the indices over here. I'm sure most of you have seen this platform, but those of you who have not seen the platform, this platform is great for the execution and analysis and tracking of the positions, all of that. This is going to serve the purpose. Okay, this is free for all the HDFC Securities, HDFC Sky users. Okay, there is no extra charge, there is no change in the brokerage as well. Okay, it remains free for all of you. Next thing, here we can also access the option chain charts, which are very advanced level. You can also have the multi-leg strategies built, right? So if let's say that if I want to create a bull call spread, okay, so I'm adding this 25,000 call and I'm selling this 25,100 call. So this is how, once I click on B and S buttons, this is how it is adding to my basket. And if I want to execute this at once, because when we are creating the option strategies, the first condition that we have to make sure is that executing all the legs at once, correct? So I can just click on execute and the all the orders will go at once, okay? I can also analyze my strategies. So you see this button analyze, I can click on it and we can analyze the strategy. So it is going to show me. So this is going to show the payoff graph, and this is also going to show the maximum profit, maximum loss, and all of that. Okay, so this we get all the details of the strategy. We can also get the combined premium chart, multi-strike OI, all the details we get over here. This is a great platform for the F&O traders. So do explore this platform. And whenever you are trading for F&O, you can make use of this platform because it has more efficient tools. All right, so now let's focus on the queries that are there into the chat box. If you have any queries regarding Fibonacci indicator, you can put down into the chat box and I will try to answer them. There is a question, what should be the time frame for investors? For investors, 1 day time frame, 1 week time frame is great to understand the positional trend. So that time frame is helpful for investors. So there is one question, Fibonacci work on short period of time, I mean intraday. So as we discussed, yes, it works in intraday as well. We just have to change the time frame to 15-minute or 5-minute. It will work on any kind of time frame. but the best time frames that are commonly used for intraday are 5 minute and 15 minute. So there is a question about the combination of indicators. Yes, we can use the combination of indicators in Insta Options chart. Yes. So there is a question, should we start from body or tail? So it's a very good question, and there is a so many people argue about this point. Should we start from body or tail? So I personally follow the tail, because sometimes the tail, because we follow the start of the trend, right? So it can be pretty volatile. So sometimes tails are very big. So if we are following the body, there are chances that we miss on a bigger part that is there into the tail. So I personally follow the start of the tail. Okay. So if you are starting from the tail, just make sure that you're extending till the highest point of the tail itself. Do not follow the body at the other end. If you're following the tails, just follow tails both the sides. If you're following the body, follow the body both the sides. There is a question, can we get recording of this as well? So this is simultaneously being live streamed on YouTube. So as soon as the webinar ends, you will find the recording of this webinar on YouTube. It will stay over there. You can, access the recording anytime. So if you have missed any part, you can always access the recording of this webinar on YouTube channel of HDFC Securities, and you will be able to watch that. There are so many questions about how to decide starting point of Fibonacci. Okay. So this can be a basic confusion. Let me open one chart. Okay. Let's go back to, or let's open Bank Nifty that we had seen. Okay. So let's say that now, let's say that we are trading intraday. Okay. This is a fresh day for us. We waited till 11 o'clock because there was a lot of volatility, or just in 1-2 candles we cannot draw this. Okay, so for some time after the opening of the market, we have to wait, all right, for us to be clear if it is a uptrend or if it is a downtrend. If it is going to be a flat market, then probably this indicator will not work. Okay, because ज़्यादा momentum नहीं आएगा, कोई levels को break नहीं करेगा, it will not be a very fruitful indicator in a flat market. बट ट्रेंडी मार्केट, यस, ट्रेंडी मार्केट में आपको ट्रेंड समझने के लिए भी 1-2 घंटा देना पड़ेगा. सो लेट्स से दैट वी वेटेड टिल 11. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड? फर्स्ट कंडीशन, वेयर डू वी स्टार्ट? We have to start at the start of the trend. Okay, so start of the trend cannot be a red candle, correct? So this is a upwards trend, right? So upwards trend का starting जो है वो red candle से नहीं हो सकता है. ओके, जहां पे आपको लगता है कि विजिबली यहाँ ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हुआ है, जहां से आपको लगता है कि ऊपर ऊपर प्राइस जाना स्टार्ट हुआ, जहां पे फ्लैट मोमेंटम खत्म हुआ, और जहां से आपका एक्चुअल ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हुआ अपवर्ड्स या डाउनवर्ड्स, यहाँ पे अपवर्ड्स चालू हुआ है. ओके, बट कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ? विच कैंडल स्टार्टेड इट? दिस ग्रीन कैंडल, करेक्ट? So if it is going to be an upwards trend that you're observing, the starting point is going to be the green candle's low point. Which green candle's low point is this logic that I have given? जहां से आपका ये where your flat momentum will end and where you will visibly observe the upwards momentum. Okay, it is in easy language, it is the start of the trend. Okay, you can very easily observe the start of the trend on the charts. For example, if I take you to Nifty, okay, let's just erase that. Let's go to 1 week chart. Okay, now this is a bland chart. All right, this can be a good example for all of you to understand. Now what we are seeing here, there is no there is no clear trend right from this particular candle to this particular candle, or probably this can be a short downwards trend because this is coming like zigzag downwards. But with this green candle, if you see this green candle of 20th June 2022, okay, right from this green candle we are seeing a continuous uptrend, correct? So this is the start of the candle. Okay, so this is how we decide where you visibly see that the existing trend started with that particular candle. That particular candle's lowest point in the uptrend is going to be the start of your Fibonacci retracement. So let's draw this over here because we have spotted, and let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So based on this level, what is the important level over here? अगर हम लोग 2022 के अपट्रेंड से देखेंगे, अगर तब से हम लोग ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, तो हमारा 0.618 का लेवल निकल के आता है 19,400. सो ये तो बहुत दूर है. ओके, तो जो इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए निफ्टी इज स्टिल सो सेफ. ओके, अप ट्रेंड इज सो सेफ इनटू निफ्टी फॉर द इन्वेस्टर्स. Why investors is because I have chosen the weekly time frame. Okay, weekly time frame will not make any sense for traders. Okay, so that's why I said the investors. All right. सो जैसे ही आप ये टाइम फ्रेम को चेंज करेंगे, वैसे वैसे आपका ट्रेडर्स के लिए मीनिंग ज्यादा बढ़ता जाएगा. ओके, नाउ आई होप दैट इट्स क्लियर वेयर टू स्टार्ट. ओके, आई एम नॉट सीइंग एनी मोर फ्रेश क्वेश्चंस. ऑल राइट. So Insta Options, there is a question if it is to be used on app or laptop or web. So Insta Options is a web-based platform. Okay, it will give you the finest of experience on the web platform. Okay, not in the app. So yeah. So I hope all of you have understood how do we draw the Fibonacci retracement, and I hope that you have understood how do we take the inference based on the levels that we get into this indicator. Do practice this indicator, and remember how do we draw the start point and the end points are important. Yeah. So if we have to see it for future, just, adjust your chart a little bit and extend it more. This is how we can see it for even future time. Okay. So I hope it was helpful. Thank you for joining this webinar. And if you want to see the recording, you can visit the YouTube channel of HDFC Securities. There you can find the recording. And on all the Wednesdays, we conduct the live webinars like this one. Okay, so you can get the communication into your email. You can get the communication through the notification that you get from your apps, also from WhatsApp. So do register for this live webinar so that you can learn on such topics. You can learn about the platforms that we have. And I hope that it was a valuable session for all of you. Thank you for all the reactions that all of you are sending. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining. See you all in the next live webinar. Thank you.